Okay, so I'm showing you a picture of mashed potatoes. Here, I'll send you a link. You can
Yeah.
open the link.
Ah, yes, I see.
So those are mashed potatoes.
See the same with gram.
I'm sorry.
See this food the same with gram.
Oh, cream?
Cream.
No,
Yeah.
no. This is potatoes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I see. I understand. Yeah.
Okay. So, so yes, it is it is a little bit creamy. Okay. What else? What other words do you not understand?
I think I understand because in this dialogue main is about all the food. Uh, I think I
Yes.
understand about this dialogue. Yeah.
Yes. This dialogue is about ordering in a restaurant,
Yeah.
ordering food. Okay. Before we continue, what is your favorite food, Mr. Kwan?
Can you repeat again, teacher?
Okay, so I'll write it down. What is your favorite?
My favorite. Roast beef. Roast beef.
Can you write?
My favorite food is roast beef.
Oh, can you write
Roast.
it? Skype.
Yeah.
Is it
Roast.
that a Vietnamese food?
I do my favorite.
Oh, roast beef.
Roast beef. Roast
Roast beef. Yes. So
roast.
yes, the
Yeah.
roast beef is very delicious. I
Yeah.
agree with.
And
So,
you, teacher? What is your favorite food, teacher?
oh, my favorite food is actually spaghetti.
Yeah. Pig.
Spaghetti. Write it down.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti don't have in this dialogue. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So spaghetti.
I,
Oh,
I know I know
yes,
spaghetti. Yeah.
it's not in the dialogue. But I like roast beef too. I think roast beef is very delicious. But my favorite is spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay, so no more questions about the dialogue.
I,
Okay, let's go to the language notes.
yes.
So the language note. So the first language note it says, "Can I start you off with something to drink?" So notice how the question starts with can. And since this is a yes or no question, the intonation rises at the end. Okay, so so the question, you can answer this question. You can answer this question with a yes or a no. So the intonation or the tone goes up at the end. So can I start you off with something to drink? So
Yeah.
in the word drink, your tone goes up. Drink. So can I start you off
Yeah.
with to drink? Okay, so usually when questions are answerable or you can answer a question with yes or no, um, your tone goes up at the end.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So this tension, I can say, can I start before you with something to drink?
No, no, this is actually the question. So can I start you off with something to drink? Or another way of saying this, you can say, would you like to have something to drink first?
Would you like to have something? Would I like to have? Would I like to have something?
No, because the waiter is asking.
Yes.
So he is
Uh,
asking, can I start you off with something to drink? So you will start off with something to drink. So I am suggesting, so if I am the waiter, if for example I am the waiter, so I am suggesting something to drink first before eating.
ah.
So okay, so let me make this sentence shorter. So would you like uh, would you like something?
I see. I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions about this language note? No.
Yes. Rapper is waiter. Yeah. Yeah. I see.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So the next language note, it says, and I'll have lemonade. So notice how Anna stresses I'll and lemonade. So to emphasize her choice. So here, when Anna said it, it says that the stress is on I'll and lemonade. So, and I'll have lemonade. That means because she is trying to tell the waiter that she is she wants lemonade. So that is why the stress is on I'll and lemonade.
Yeah. Yes. I understand.
Okay.
Also,
Uh,
this one the service. I will have lemonade.
yeah, so I will. I'll means I will. So and
I will.
I so if you want to say I will or instead of I'll, you say and I have lemonade. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So when you say I'll, it means I will.
Yes.
Okay. Now the next one is are you ready to order or do you need a few minutes? So, okay, let me make it bigger. Okay, so this means the word or signals a choice here. So the waiter is asking them or is asking them to choose if they want to order now or later. Okay, so the word or signals a choice here. Notice the rising intonation on order and the falling intonation on minutes. The
Yeah.
first choice is are you ready to order? And the second choice is do you need a few minutes? So
Yeah.
here, are you ready to order? This one is a question already, so it is again another yes or no question. So the tone goes up on order. So are you ready to order or do you need a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so the waiter is asking them to choose if they will order now or later.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then let's go to the next language note. So I'll have the tomato soup to start and the roast beef with mashed potatoes and peas. So notice that tomato soup, roast beef, mashed potatoes, and peas are stressed because the food order is the important information here. So when Ralph was saying the sentence, he was making his voice a little bit louder when saying tomato soup, roast beef, mashed potatoes, and peas. So I'll try to say it. So I'll have the tomato soup to start
Yeah.
and the roast beef with mashed potatoes and peas. So you're giving a pause on each food because it is the important information that he is telling the waiter.
Yeah.
Okay, so uh, the next sentence here says, notice also that tomato soup, roast beef, and mashed potatoes are compound words. So the stress falls on the second word on each phrase. So you don't say tomato soup, you say tomato soup, then roast beef. So the stress is on the second word and mashed
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah. Yes, I see.
Okay. So next, well done, please. Notice that the subject and verb are omitted in the response, only the necessary information given. So
Yeah.
the question was, the waiter was asking, how do you want the beef? Rare, medium, or well done? So he only said well done because that was the information the waiter was asking. So he only asked
Yeah.
well done. So it's just the same as when someone asks you, "What are you doing right now?" So you can just say, "Eating." You, you can so for example, you are eating, and then I ask you, "What are you doing?" So the usual answer is you will say, "I am eating," but you can also
Mm-hmm.
say eating, just eating. So I will already know that what you are doing right now is eating. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is how what this question is about. I mean, what this language note is about. So uh, you, you don't have to say the full sentence. Sometimes you can just say your the most important information or the information the person is asking for. So again, another example is if I say, um, what do you like more, roast beef or fried chicken? So you can answer your usual answer. Okay, so I will write it down so that so the question is, do you like roast? Okay, which do you like, roast beef or fried chicken? Okay, so this is the question. So the usual answer is, for example, for you, it's roast beef, right? So I like roast, uh, okay, roast beef, right? But
Yeah.
you can also just say roast. So these two answers are the same and correct. So you can use
Yeah.
these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last one, uh, I'll just have the fish, Anna says. So just here means that she does not want a starter. So he doesn't want anything else. He doesn't want any other food. He just wants, or she only wants the fish.
Only
So,
food. Yeah, yeah,
so just yes, just here means only.
yeah.
Okay. So any questions about the language notes and the whole dialogue? Yeah.
Mm,
Yes, I think
I
I
think
think
I understand about this language note.
okay. So yeah, so I think this
Some,
this
some.
dialogue.
Mm, sometimes I don't know how to say right for rising intonation.
Oh, rising intonation. So
Yes.
okay, yes.
This,
So okay, so if the question, okay, I will write it down. If the question, if it is a yes or no question, the intonation rises at the end. Okay, so questions that you can answer. So questions that you can answer with yes or no. So like for example, I will ask you, Mr. Kwan. Mr. Kwan, are you
yeah,
hungry?
yeah. No, I'm not that hungry.
So you can answer yes or no. Just answer yes or no. Are you hungry?
No.
Okay, no. So you can answer. So that question. So are you hungry? So this question, you can answer this question with yes or no, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the intonation, the tone, the intonation means tone. Intonation equals tone. So the tone
Yeah,
uh, rises at the last word. The last word here in the question is hungry.
yeah, I
So
see.
when you ask this question, you say, "Are you hungry?" Okay, so because you are answering, you're asking a yes or no question.
Hungry tone rising. Yeah.
Yeah. So like also for example, uh, did you go to work today? Here. So this is another yes or no question. So the intonation, the intonation or the tone rises at the last word. It
Did you
rises.
have to go to work today?
Yes, very
So,
good.
so this today I will rising tone.
Yes, today is the word where your intonation rises.
Ah,
Okay, so because it is a yes or no question, but if it is not a yes or no question, like uh, what? Okay, so the most simple example here is what is your name?
I see.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
you don't answer this question with yes or no. So,
yeah. I
you
cannot.
don't ask this like what is your name? You ask
Yeah,
this as what is your name? So the
mm,
tone goes down at the end. So what
yeah,
is
yeah. I see.
okay? Perfect.
Uh,
Very good. So let me add that here. So intonation drops at the last word. So what is your name?
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So any more questions?
Hmm. I think I don't have more
Okay,
questions.
perfect. Okay, so no more questions. Let's go to the next dialogue. So dialogue 2-2. So this
Yes.
one, it's at the doctor's office. So
Yes.
there's a woman here on the picture. There's a woman talking to a doctor.
To doctor.
Yeah.
I will doc. I will
Okay.
doctor.
You will be the doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Start.
Yes. What seems to be the problem?
Okay. Well, I have a bad cough and a sore throat. Okay. Again. Well, I have a bad cough and a sore throat. I also have a headache.
How long have you had the symptoms?
Very good. Symptoms. About,
Symptoms.
yes, about 3 days from now. About 3 days now. And I'm really tired too.
It sounds like you've got the blues. Take aspirin every day, every 4 hours, and get plenty of rest. Make sure you drink lots of blues. Call me if you are still sick next week.
Okay. Okay, just one word here. This one. This is fluids.
Louis,
Yes, fluids.
Louis,
Mhm.
Louis.
So like this. I'll write the pronunciation in Skype. So like fluids.
Ah, you
Flu.
have got the fluid.
Yes. So you make sure you drink lots of fluids. Okay, so the
Uh,
last sentence. Okay, thanks. Okay, so do you have any questions about the dialogue? Any words or expressions that you do not understand?
um, the first is symptoms. Symptom
Oh,
words.
symptoms.
Symptoms.
Yes. So symptoms means the things that you are feeling when you are you when you the things that you are feeling when you think you are sick. So the
Uh,
example of symptoms here. So the doctor is asking, how long have you had these symptoms? So these symptoms means the bad cough, the sore throat, and the headache. So symptoms. Those are symptoms. So when you are sick, sometimes you have a bad cough, or sometimes you have a backache, or sometimes you have a sore throat. So those are symptoms that you are sick.
oh,
Okay.
oh
So like
no.
okay, so I will ask you another question. So uh you know chicken pox?
Chicken pox?
Yes, so it is a disease. It is a
Chicken pox?
sickness.
Oh.
Okay, so chicken
Let
pox
me
is
let me translate
uh,
Vietnamese.
yes.
Ah, yes.
So
I know,
chicken
I know.
pox. So the symptoms, okay, I will write it down again. The symptoms of chicken pox are uh, mm,
Chicken pox six die so much people.
er, um, I think that's a different that's a
Now,
different
now, 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 now is die not die much, but before maybe for 40 years old or
ah
50
yes.
years old. Yeah.
So yes, so chicken pox. So chickenpox, now chickenpox is not very dangerous, but in the past, around 40, yes, 40 years ago or 50 years ago, chickenpox was very dangerous. It is very deadly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
here's
yeah.
an example sentence of symptoms. So the, the symptoms of chickenpox are rashes on your body and fever. So rashes are some red spots growing on your body, and it's very itchy.
Mhm.
So that is symptoms.
When I see when I watching Chinese film,
Mhm.
who chicken pox will be other person killed.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Okay, so that is symptoms. Any other words that you do not understand?
I understand about symptoms.
Yeah. So, any other questions? Do you have do you have other questions?
So, taste aspirin.
Oh, aspirin. So, aspirin is a medicine for flu. Aspirin is a
Oh,
medicine. So, so yes, Mr. Kwan, aspirin is a kind of medicine that you drink. You drink it's a tablet. It's a tablet that when you drink, it helps you get better if you are sick.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, I see. This root name, root Thai,
I'm
root Thai.
sorry.
It aspirin is the root Thai or the root name.
Yes, yes. So it is the what we usually call the generic name of
Uh,
medicine.
medicine. Medicine. Yeah. Medicine name. Yeah.
Okay. Any more words you don't understand?
I think I understand about it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, next language note. So the first language note, it says, "What seems to be the problem?" So it means, what is the problem? Okay, so what seems to be the problem is the same with what is the problem. Okay, notice the intonation falls at the end. So it falls at the end because it is not a yes or no question. So the doctor is asking for information. So it's not a yes or no question. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, well is used as an introductory word. Notice how the vowel is drawn out. So to sound like well, this can be used as a way to buy time while you think about what you want to say. So here, Kathy said, well, so he is making the E sound, the E sound long. So, well, because she is still trying to think what to say. So she is thinking what to say to the doctor. So, well, I have a bad cough, a sore throat, and I also have a headache. So that is how you. Okay. So that is why it says well. Oh,
Well.
Okay, so what is this picture, Mr. Kwan? You sent me a picture.
You know, I borrow my meeting room for the learning. So have some colleagues. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you borrowed a meeting room for your class?
Yeah, no, no. I bought I using my company meeting room for learning. So
Mm,
now some colleagues
mm.
need to meeting room for meeting together. But
Ah,
but I go but I go in first. So now they meeting
oh,
outside.
oh, so they are meeting outside. Oh, I see. But it's okay. It's still a big. They are meeting. They're still meeting in a big place, and I
Yes,
think
open
yes,
meeting,
yes.
open.
Well, yeah, that's the only problem. The problem is it's open, so people can hear what they are talking about.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go to the next language note. A bad cough, a sore throat, a headache. So notice the articles a before each symptom. So, yes, so when you are talking about something, you are giving information, and you're only saying about one thing, you say or an. So for consonants, for words that start with consonant letters, and then and for words that start with vowel letters. So
Yeah.
bad cough, a sore throat, and a headache.
Mm.
Okay, so like for example, if you're going to the store and you want to buy umbrella, so you are shopping for umbrellas. So you go to the store and you ask the clerk, I want to buy an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of saying a umbrella, you use an. You use an.
And umbrella,
Yes,
umbrella.
an umbrella.
Mm.
Okay, because umbrella is a word. Okay, so the first letter of umbrella is U, and U is a vowel. Do you know the vowel letters, Mr. Kwan?
Yeah.
Do you
You
know
can feel, yeah,
the
you can
vowel letters?
flower letter.
Yes, vowels. Okay.
Uh, you can write. Can
Yes,
you
I'm
write?
writing it down. Vowel letters. So do you know the vowel letters?
I just know a little.
Okay. So there are
Uh,
five vowel letters. Okay. There
mm.
are five. So the five vowel letters are A, E. Oh, it's not
That's
writing.
the.
Okay. A, E, I, O, and U. So these five
Mm.
are vowel letters. And all other letters are called consonant letters.
Yes, I learning very much about this one, but I cannot remember.
I see. So, okay, so vowel letters. So vowel letters are A, E, I, O, and U. And
Uh,
when a word starts with vowel letters, with these letters, you use an. So an umbrella or an apple. Okay.
and
Okay. But if it starts with the consonant letters like boy, so you use a or a a boy, a cat,
Before.
a
Yeah.
dog. Then again for letter E, for another vowel letter, an elephant.
An elephant. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so do
I
you
see. I
understand?
see. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the next language note. About. So about is used to mean more or less. It is used here to give an estimate of time. So Kathy said here about 3 days now. So she is not sure how long. So she's not 100% sure how long she is sick. So she is just saying about 3 days. So more or less 3 days. So it may be 2 days or 3 days or 4 days.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see.
So
My client usually ask me, Mr. Quân, this table, how many? I usually answer for them this table about five 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 5 million Việt Nam đồng.
Oh,
As I
okay. So
know
how
about.
much? Oh, so how much is
Yeah.
this table? So you say yes, about 5 million
Yeah.
dong. Yes,
Việt
okay.
Nam đồng. Việt Nam đồng.
Vietnam dong. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next language note, take aspirin, get rest, make sure, and call me. So these are very short and simple tenses. These are simple verbs. So the doctor is using simple verbs to so that when giving commands, when giving instructions to the patient or to Kathy, so that it will be easy for her to understand. So like
Yeah.
take aspirin, it means take the medicine. Then get rest. So it means you rest. Then make sure. So you make sure you make 100% sure. And call me. So it just means you have if there is more problems, call the doctor. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the imperative form of the verb.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last language note is still sick. It
Still.
means continue to be sick. So when here it says you're still sick next week. So if you continue to be sick next week, call me.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any questions with these language notes?
I don't have.
Okay, perfect. So um, okay, so it's already time, Mr. Kwan. So we will continue discussing our book. And by the way, on our next class, I will send you a file that will help you improve your English more. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
I will download it first, and then I will send it to you. I will send it to you on Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Mr. Kwan, have a good night and see you on Wednesday. Bye bye.
Bye bye, teacher. See you.